Horses have lived and worked with humans for thousands of years. Ride along and learn more about these amazing animals. Horses are mammals, known as ungulates. That means they have hooves. Horses are related to other ungulates like cows or zebras. The peoples of nomadic Mongolia were the first to domesticate horses, and by 1000 BCE, Chinese officers used horse-drawn chariots in battle.
Horses are prey animals. They are built for speed and strength.
Horses have tough hooves to protect their feet from pounding. They can run over rough ground without injury because their legs move forward to back, not side to side. And their legs are well spaced to cover lots of ground with each stride. Horses have the largest eyeballs of any land mammal. A horse's eyes are set high up and to the side of its head so it can see all around. Its ears can swivel 180 degrees like radar dishes. A horse has extra large nostrils because it can't breathe through its mouth. Horses are herbivores. Their large teeth have a long gripping edge, perfect for cutting and pulling up grass. And because those teeth wear down after years of chewing, horses' teeth grow throughout their lifetimes. And horses have a long neck to allow them to graze without having to bend their legs.
Horses only sleep for about 3 hours a day and lie down only for a short rest.
Horses have 4 speeds, called gaits. They walk, that's their slowest speed. Next is a trot, a little faster than walking. Next, a canter, faster than a trot, and then a gallop, a horse's fastest gait. When horses are born, they're called a foal. A foal can walk soon after they're born. A young male is called a colt. A young female is called a filly. A horse is considered to be an adult at 4. Horses are measured in hands, a unit first used in ancient Egypt.
A hand is set at 4 inches, and a horse's height is measured from the ground to its withers, the bump between its neck and back.
Horses come in all shapes and sizes and different colors. There are more than 200 different breeds of horses. The smallest are Shetland ponies that can be about 7 hands or about 28 inches tall. The tall breeds, like the Shire, can be up to 19 hands tall and weigh more than 2,000 pounds. Horses have been bred to do lots of different things. Large horses, or draft horses, pull wagons. Ranch horses help work with cattle. Thoroughbred horses can gallop faster than about 37 miles per hour. Wild or feral horses are descendants of animals turned loose or escaped from early Spanish explorers or later from settlers or people who abandoned their animals. It only takes 1 generation to turn a domesticated horse into a wild horse. There are almost 50,000 wild horses, way too many for the herds to survive. So the Bureau of Land Management and other agencies occasionally round up wild horses for adoption.
A horse requires a lot of care. You need to brush his coat, feed him, water him, exercise him, and give a good, clean place to live. You need to do it for a long time, too, because a horse can live well into its 30s.
Humans have a strong relationship with horses. They've worked for us, they've been our companions. To paraphrase Winston Churchill, the outside of a horse is good for the inside of a person. If you want to learn more, head to the Science Trek website. You'll find facts, links, games, material for educators and parents, and much more. You'll find it all at sciencetrek.org.